Okay, so we're going to take this other page from our PowerPoint, and I'm sorry, mine's a little jacked up down here, but we're going to come over here and work it. But first, I want to show you the problem. It says given that x minus 2 and x plus 3 are factors of f of x equals 2x to the fourth plus 7x cubed minus 4x squared minus 27x minus 18. And wow, that is a huge polynomial there, but they've given us two factors because they want to allow us to be able to use the remainder root theorem with the 2 and the negative 3 and then factor it down. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So now we're going to focus over here on my paper, and don't mind my messy bed here, but here we have x minus 2 and x plus 3. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that negative 2. Don't forget, we got to change the sign, put it in a box by itself. Then we have the polynomial 24x to the fourth plus 7x cubed minus 4x squared minus 27x minus 18. And I'm simply just going to bring those coefficients down. So you see I've done that. Okay, so now we're going to bring down that first term because we always do that first. And what do we do next? That is right. We multiply them. See, I'm pretending like you guys are here. Okay, so we're going to say 2 times 2 equals 4, and then we're going to put that 4 up under the 7. Next, we're going to add that 4 and 7 together to get 11. Okay, so now we're going to multiply 2 times 11. So it'll be 2 times 11, which is 22. We're just going to put that 22 right here. Okay, negative 4 and 22 equals 18. Then 2 times 18 is 36. And negative 27 plus 36 is 9. And then finally, 2 times 9 is positive 18, and that's 0. So yay, that's exactly what we wanted to happen. So we're left with 2, 11, 18, and 9. So what do I do from there? Well, you see how that's x to the fourth? We're going to drop it down a power, and we're going to make it x cubed plus 11x squared plus 18x plus 9. Okay, so I'm going to just rewrite that down here. 2x cubed plus 11x squared plus 18x plus 9. And voila, there we go. So now we're down to the third power. We still can't factor it, but don't forget, they gave us another root to try, which is x plus 3. So I'm going to change that sign and make it a negative 3. And we're going to bring down the 2, the 11, the 18, and the 9. Okay, so we've changed the sign of the x plus 3, and then we just simply brought down the coefficients of our new polynomial. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again with the synthetic division. I'm going to bring down the 2. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6, and 11 minus 6 is 5. Then negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. And 18 minus 15 is 3. And negative 3 times 3 equals negative 9. And voila, we've got another 0. So now I'm just going to drop those x's back in, except this time we're dropping in from an x cubed. So our new 0 is going to be an x squared plus a 5x plus 3. So now we have, this is our quadratic that we're going to factor, and we use slip and slide. And just 2 times 3 is 6. And now we're going to factor that. And so that's going to be x plus, and factors of 6 that adds up to 5 is 2 and 3. Now, we factored that, but don't forget we got to divide by the 2. And we get x plus 1. And then bring your 2 in front, 2x plus 3. And then don't forget, we have these two factors up here that zeroed out. So they're also factors. So we're going to bring that, and we're going to make that an x minus 2 and an x plus 3. So basically, if I multiply x plus 1 times 2x plus 3 plus x minus 2 times x plus 3, it's going to equal 2x to the fourth plus 7x cubed minus 4x squared minus 27x minus 18. So those are my factors. But what if I said I want you to give me the roots of this? Now, this is not in your PowerPoint. They're only factoring it. Then we would take all of those and set them to equal 0. Okay? 2x, let's see, let me give myself room. 2x plus 3 equals 0. X minus 2 equals 0. And x plus 3 equals 0. And we'll just solve. -3, -3, and then of course, we'll have 2x equals -3. We have to divide by 2, and x equals -3 over 2. I'll put an x equals here. Plus 2, x equals 2, and then -3, and x equals -3. So take a look at that. So we have x is equal to -1, -3 over 2, or 1.5, I don't care, and -3. That is telling us where our graph is crossing the x-axis, the polynomial equation. Now, I know that's a lot. That is a lot. You just have to take it step by step. This is one of the longer ones, especially when we're working to the 4th power.